This is a project I've been working on for probably 20 hours or so. So this is a homemade nerf muzzle loader. Well, more specifically a musket. I kind of want to model it kind of off of the brown bess musket. So I want it to shoot nerf rival rounds. So this is just a shell. What it is basically is I took two pieces of wood here, and what I did is I carved out the middle. So you can kind of see it here. I have these all screwed together, but what I did, see if you can kind of see in there, I hollowed out the middle. So all this and the inside is hollowed out. Here I started working away for the lock mechanism. And then here I kind of just tapered it down. Right here I'm going to put a hole at the bottom part, and that's where my ramrod is going to go. And then here is where the muzzle is going to go. So everything on the internals is going to be PVC. And then up here, how it's kind of like worked away at the top, muzzle. I got that wrong. The muzzle is gonna sit on top. It's been a couple weeks since I've worked on this, so I'm a little rusty at what I was doing. And the internals is where an air plunger is gonna be. So you're gonna pump it, and that's gonna kind of be like the ramrod motion is what I'm going after. So you're gonna pump it, and here's the air pump. So the air pump is gonna sit there where I've hollowed it out. That's going to be attached to the pump here, and the pump is just going to sit in that hole, and then you're just going to pump it. It will store up in the air pump that will be right there, and then this muzzle will be attached right there at the top. Here I just have a piece of stock wood here as like an example of my ramrod. Will be down here at the bottom. So you'll load it from the muzzle. You'll take the ramrod out. You'll pump it down in there. You'll put it back. You'll take the pump. You can bump it. There's going to be a gauge. Here's all my supplies for this project. I think I have everything I need on it. I think I've bought everything I need at least. There's a picture just to kind of get me a good design of what it needs. Here's a trigger guard. So there's a few different pieces that I'll need to put on this. So I actually bought a replica lock. So it will have the lock mechanism, and you might say, well, how's the firing mechanism going to work? I'm going to actually have this attached to like a little piece of wood or something, because the actual trigger mechanism is going to be attached to this air tank, which is just this button. That's what's going to actually make it fire. So the lock, the striking mechanism, this clamp is going to be attached to just like a piece of wood or something that sticks out. The wood that hits is going to hit this button. That's what's going to ultimately make it fire. So the lock mechanism is really not doing the firing like a traditional musket would. Anyway, I can't find that air gauge. I know it's in there somewhere. Oh, it's attached to the air tank, that's why. So the valve, the air tank, the button are all attached to the air tank. So the valve will be on the outside. Kind of give you an idea of where you're at. And then from there you can fire it off. So has a lot of work left on it. Like I said, I've put about 20 hours or so far in it. I probably have another 20, honestly. This stuff's going to be rounded out. The trigger will be right here, lock right there. This part right here is very thin. I didn't measure it very well, so very thin wood right here because it's all hollowed out. See, on the inside. So, I mean, not very good about how I'm doing this, so I'll have to do a lot of cleanup. This is all obviously very rough preliminary template, but yeah, so I'll give you an update when I have one.